So hello, Jaden. We're going to review the whole number system first. Then we're going to continue learning the grade 9 math, okay? So let's just take a look at the first part, okay? So we're talking about the real number system, right? Well, I think we before has been talking about that for a long time. And I just want you to know that we have been learning natural number, whole number, integer, rational number, irrational number, and real number. So of course, real number is the biggest category, right? So let's just take a look at this one. So what is natural number including? So remember, I told you how to remember this is natural number is actually the smallest one, right? So like in the smallest circle. So when you remember when you're a little baby, do you still remember when you're a little baby? 妈妈是会抱着你 when your mommy hold you and said 1, 2, 3, 4. So have you ever your mom said 0, 1, 2, 3, 4? Have you ever do that? No. 对不对？我们是不是从小就听到的是1、2、3、4啊？So that's why we naturally know it. So it's what? Natural number. Right? Okay, so let's take a look at this one. So we move forward to the whole number. So whole number is, so all the natural numbers including inside the whole number, but whole number is just one thing more than natural number. What is that number?
0.
Very good. Okay, so I want to ask you, so zero number, so 0 plus natural equals whole. Can we make an equation like that? Right? So natural number is all the number like 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. So Jada, let me ask you a question. So are there unlimited natural number or limited natural number there?
Unlimited?
No, it's unlimited. Okay, so there are endless natural number because the number could be go bigger and bigger and there's no end. So that's why there are unlimited numbers of natural numbers. So also, how about the whole number? Are there the limited whole numbers there?
No.
Okay, so also unlimited. Okay, so unlimited plus 1 still equals unlimited. Okay, so we only know that the whole number is equals 0 plus natural number. So let's move forward. Integers. So integers, we have positive integers and negative integers. So all the integers is 0 and all the positive and negative numbers. Okay, so why I'm saying that is because can we say 0 is positive or negative, Jaden?
None.
No. Okay, 0 is neither positive nor negative. Understood? So 0 is not a positive number, not a negative number. And so we can say, but the thing is, so an integer including 0 and a natural number and plus what? We can say the negative natural number. Correct? Equals integer. Okay, very good. So let's take a look at this one. So rational numbers. So what is the differences? Of course, rational numbers, including the integers, including whole numbers, including all the natural numbers. All the numbers that can be written as fraction with the denominator not equals to 0. For instance, negative 3. Negative 3 could write as negative 3 over 1. So that's why it is a rational number. And also it is an integer. Understood?
Okay.
Okay, 0, it is a rational number. Is it rational number or not rational number? Yes, it is a rational number because 0 could write as 0 over 2, 0 over 3, 0 over negative 4, 0 over 4, positive 4. As long as the 0 is not showing up in the denominator, 0 always equals 0, correct? So that's why. So could you tell me 0 equals what? 0 equals rational number, also whole number, and integer, correct? Okay, so let's take a look at this one. So what kind of number? So negative 2, 3, 5, is it rational or irrational? Can negative 2.35 written as a fraction? We have learned it before, Jaden. Do you still remember? So because we can just rewrite it as 2.35 and unlimited. Okay, so how to write this one as a fractional part? 2, we don't have to worry about it, right? All we need to do is 0.35. I don't know if you still remember. So I'm going to make x equals 0.353535, unlimited 35. Now we're going to make 100x equals 35.353535 unlimited. And 100x minus x equals what, Jaden? 99x, correct? So 35.3535 minus 0.353535. So of course, the decimal part is gone. So 99x equals 35. So x equals 35 over 99. So that's why negative 2 and 35 unlimited equals 2, negative 2 and 35 over 99. Understood, Jada? Okay, so also this one. Rational number, if it cannot be simplified, it's not a rational number. But this one, square root 9 over 16 equals what? Equals 3 over 4. So this is a fraction. This one is a rational number. Get it? Okay, so let's take a look at this one. So square root 2 is not a it's not a rational number. It's an irrational number. Why? Because square root 2 equals 1.414 and blah blah blah. There are a lot of things. And by the way, they're not repeating numbers. If it is repeating numbers, we can always rewrite it as a fractional form. But if it is not repeating, Jaden, that means we cannot put them into the fractional part. And if it is cannot be transferred to the fractional form, then it's not an irrational number. It's not a rational number. Understood?
Okay.
And how about pi? Because pi is a repeating number or not repeating number.
Not repeating.
So that's why pi is also an irrational numbers. Correct? Okay, so all the numbers like we studied right now all together is called real numbers. So see, we have the bigger ones, real numbers. So everything like no matter it's pi or it is 3.5 or 0.35, I don't care, they all belong to real numbers. So that means natural number belongs to real number, whole number belongs to real number, but real number maybe belongs to whole number, but no, some real numbers is also whole numbers, but not all of them. Correct? Understood, Jaden?
Yeah.
Okay, so now I want you to give me example of each number. Okay, so give me 3 natural number, 3 whole number, and 3 integer, and 3 rational number, and 3 irrational number. Okay, Jaden, can you give me 3 examples? So just to write on the board. Can you write it on the board? So let's take a look at this one, Jaden, okay? Consider the grid below that shows 2 different groups of numbers as discussed in class, okay? So see, outside obviously is bigger than the smaller b, right? So A group is bigger than B group, correct, Jaden? Okay, so let's take a look at this one. If the number 6.2 is in the group A, what type of number is group A? So let's just remember, let's just review all the numbers we just learned. So we learned starting with the smallest category, it is what? Natural number. So natural number is like when we're little, when our mom is holding us in their hug and they said 1, 2, 3, 4, they pat your little butt. Is it 6.2, Jaden?
No.
So obviously not. 6.2 is not included in natural. So what is the next one?
Whole number?
Whole number. 那6.2是 whole number 吗？
No.
No. So how about next one?
Integer?
Integer. So is it integer?
Yeah.
So 6.2 is integer. So Jaden, think about it. So all the integer is, I still remember, is natural number plus 0 plus negative natural number. So are there possible to have the decimal in there?
No.
No, integer is still the whole number but negative. It's just including the negative part of the whole number, so it's not. So what is the next one?
Rational.
Very good. Rational numbers. So what is rational numbers? Do you still remember? Rational number is a number could be write as a fractional form. So can 6.2 write as a fractional form?
Yes.
Very good. Equals what? 6 and 1/5. Correct? So is this one fractional form? Very good. So 6.2 equals rational number, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and also we can say it's real number as well. Correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So now let's take a look at this one. So I don't know what it is, right? Because it could be rational, it could be real, correct? So let's take a look at this one. Where would the number 11 fit in the diagram? So 11 is a what? 11 is a natural number. 11 is also a integer, and 11 is also a whole number, right? So 11 could be natural, could be whole, and could be integer, correct? And also could be what? Rational. And also could be what? Real number, right? So the thing, why? Because 11 is basically inside, could be the natural number, so it's including all the different numbers. So the thing is, so Jaden, if we say A is real number group, so we could say B is rational number, correct? Or we can say B is integer. We can also say B is whole number because as long as the B is smaller than A, it is always right. Correct, Jaden? Okay, but the thing is, let's take a look at this one. So does the number square root 4 fit into the diagram? So square root 4 equals what, Jaden?
2.
Very good. So basically, they will fit in the same thing as 11 fitting, natural number, whole number, integer, rational, and real, right? So determine a number that fits in the orange region of the diagram, but not in group B. So we have to say that if we say this one is rational number, A is rational number, and B we say is integer, we could put square root 4 and 11 in B and put 6.2 in the A, right? And could you give me another number that could be fitting A but not so right fitting B?
5/2.
Very good. 5/2. Okay, or we can say 3.1 and repeating. Correct? And 3.452 and repeating, or we can say 1.5. As long as this number has something in the back, and this is called a rational number, it cannot be fitting in the integer. Correct? And also, Jaden, if I don't say this is integer, I said this part is a whole number. Is it right? Still right. Correct? Very good. But if I have a number is, I told you, -4 square root 4 is fitting B. So B must be what? Integer. It cannot be whole number and natural number because there are a negative sign there. Understood? Okay, very good.